Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I wanted to record this video just to talk about a concept that I truly believe in, and it's kind of the main thing that I want to drill into either the people just following me or people that work with me, because this concept truly has changed my life. Now, let's start off by mentioning the authentic hadith. When a Bedouin man came up to our messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam and asked, should I tie my camel and trust in Allah, or should I just leave her untied and trust in Allah? The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, tie her and then put your trust in Allah. So what that basically means is, it's a pretty authentic understanding of this hadith, is that you have to do whatever the hell you can in life to get what you want, and then only then put your trust on Allah. Because Allah has given you the capability of understanding how this world operates, which is basically everything is cause and effect. You do something and you get a result, right? So let's touch upon what is dua. I was listening to a talk of someone, I really respect, and he was mentioning that, dua, like we're just slaves of Allah. Like, we can't really demand things from Allah. Listen, dua is only a call to Allah, just telling Him what we want and how we want things and when we want things, and He's not obliged to listen to us. So what I'm trying to say here is your dua is always heard by Allah. We all know that. But technically the definition of dua is call onto Allah, calling to Allah, right? So what that basically means is, what I've taken the understanding of that and what I personally do in my life and has clearly worked for me is, only time I'm emotional or I'm always praying and I truly ask things for Allah is when I'm praying in sajda. That's when I ask Him, and then after that I find it as a responsibility on myself to actually do whatever the hell I can, like hire mentors, um, learn new things, read books, whatever I can to get to where I want to in life, because I really understand the principle of getting anything in life is doing whatever the hell it takes. But before that, you have to have clarity on what is it that you want. A lot of people, they say, oh, I just want to make as much money as I possibly can. I understand, obviously we all do, but as humans we need a target. So then we have the target, we can reverse engineer logically, okay, from the target is here, and then I need to do these steps to get there from my situation. So hopefully that made sense. Now, another topic that I want to talk about is accountability and acceptance of the situation as a point in life is to move forward. So what I mean by that is, I understand things might not be working for you or have not worked for you up until now, and things might be very difficult. No one's taking that away from you, and you know it's good that you could sometimes kind of recognize the hardship that you've been through, so you can give yourself credit. Okay, look how far I've come. But the only thing with that is, people get so caught up in what has already happened that they start projecting the same things into the future, never take any different actions, and they get the exact same result in life over and over again. And that's coming back to the cause and effect principle, as in, you have to do the actions to get the results. So not really understanding that, acceptance of what has happened, and just trying to understand that the point in life is to actually move forward. So to move forward, you have to take full accountability. Just, it's painful, it hurts to ask yourself, okay, I know whatever's happened to me was bad, and like, I just think back to what could I have done differently, or what can I do differently from now on, what can I learn. If not, you're just going to keep on spinning around in circles. By the way, excuse the noise. Again, look, I'm not even going to edit this out, because I just want to show you I'm a real human. What's happening in my house right now is I'm getting my house extended for my grandma, because obviously I'm from an ethnic background and we don't just put our elders in a care home. We look after them, and that's what we're doing. We're building a whole section so she has her own toilet, etc. But anyway, that's why the noise is there. But I want to move on to the point of leverage. Leverage is basically, in simple terms, less less input and more output, right? Just that principle, right? So I want to give you an example. Look, three people are in a race. The race is 1 mile. One person's on foot, one person's on a bicycle, and one person is in a car, right? So who's gonna win? Logical answer is the person in the car, because they have a better vehicle, vehicle, and the vehicle to actually get to the end goal. Now, if that can apply with distance, that applies with any other thing, kind of according to that as well. So basically, what that says is if that applies with distance, that will apply with other goals in life as well, whether it's weight loss, whether it's making money, whether it's whatever it is that you want. So what I'm trying to say is your goal in life should be always finding leverage. Now, let's say, for example, you want financial freedom, you want location freedom, you want time freedom, you want to get to 10,000 a month at least. Now, you have to find a mechanism, a vehicle that can get you to that end goal as quick as possible and with the least amount of input and the most output. Now, my story, like, I've gone through it in other videos. You can check that out. But just to give you a rough rundown, like I got fired from my job, was completely directionless, didn't know what to do. Just started off with a regular Google search, how to make money online, then how to make halal money. Then I went on trading. I lost many grand. And then second was just Amazon FBA, drop shipping, crypto, all that stuff I've tried, and nothing actually worked except the thing that actually worked for me and actually did change my life was a halal digital marketing agency, right? So the whole idea behind it is that the old methods of marketing like billboards, flyers, etc., they're not as effective anymore because everyone's attention is on their phones, right? Now that is why this digital marketing industry is growing by 800 billion in the next 7 years, and essentially these construction companies, moving companies, tiling, dentists, like all these companies who are doing well in the mid 2010s are really struggling, especially after COVID, and they just don't have the time to go out and figure out digital marketing. So what I'm helping people do is because I've already done it. I already have a successful, digital marketing agency. Now I'm doing the same for my own community, Muslims first, right? I have nothing against other religions, but I'm saying I want to start off with my own community first, and that is how I've kind of made this program. And to simply explain it, how this would work is that I'm guaranteeing people $7,000 to $10,000 a month guaranteed in the next 90 days. I'll get more onto that, but I'll kind of explain roughly how that would happen. So phase one, for example, people get started. The first thing that I do is I teach them how to think. I teach you all the insights, how to function as a multiple six-figure digital marketing agency. I teach you all that. Then I give you the easiest and most profitable niche in 2023 to get clients and make money as quick as possible. And then according to that niche, then what we do is help you find someone in Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, countries in Africa who know digital marketing. Cheap labor, you can provide them a job, and then you can just use our systems to acquire those clients and then just outsource the work to them. It's just providing them value and you getting the value as well by freeing up your time. You don't actually even have to learn the skill, right? Now, the question is, how do you get a client? So that is where my one-on-one support, the group coaching, and all that stuff comes in, where you use our automation funnels, our tried and tested systems, done for you resources, and our one-on-one guidance to land your first client. And once you've landed your first client, we then move on to phase three, which is getting 2 to 3 more clients and putting some of the profits back into the business to then outsource each aspect to have a fully automated agency. Now I know, 7 to 10,000 a month is a pretty big claim, but to be honest, with the help of Allah, I am doing at the time of recording with just one of my businesses 60,000 a month using the exact same processes, right? So if I can do that with myself, I can 100%. If you the worst case scenario, if you even got like a tenth of the results that I'm getting by following exactly my systems, it would still be pretty life changing for you guys. So the guarantee is that I call it the too good to be true guarantee, that minimum of at least $7,000 a month, 84,000 a year within the next 90 days. Or worst case scenario, you don't even hit your first $5,000 a month. Not only do you get a full refund, but you also get $500 from our own pocket just to say sorry for wasting your time. So it really is completely risk free for you. Now, the most common concerns that people have is that, will this even work? Will this work for me? And does the process work? Is this a scam? All these concerns, which are very reasonable, which most people should have. But it's kind of your duty to kind of understand that, okay, if you want to move forward, you will have to try something new, and as long as it kind of makes sense logically, it feels right. That's why I also recommend people doing istikhara. Like, I don't mind. Like, seriously, I'm going to be completely honest. it gives me so much reassurance that I tell people to do istikharah. People come on the calls with me and say, I've done istikharah and I have a good feeling, let's go. It gives me such good reassurance that, Allah's on my side as well. So I'm clearly doing something right. So I do recommend you doing istikharah. And when it comes to being a scam, look, I've been doing this for long enough. On the internet, if you're doing something wrong, you get caught. So obviously, I'm in it for the long run. I have been doing this for a while. So you have to kind of look through my videos and understand the process, look through the reviews and the clients' stories and the process. If it makes sense, then how the hell is this scam, right? Because there's something called negativism, which is saying that anything else that I'm doing, anything other than what I'm doing, is just a scam. It doesn't work. It's just you being, just very, it's just shutting everything off that could potentially work. And skepticism surely is something that can help you, as in, questioning, putting your concerns out, but not letting those concerns to stop you from not doing anything, right? Let those concerns be something that can be addressed, and they can be solved, rather than them being an excuse to just not do anything. That's what a lot of people do. And coming back to that point of cause and effect, if you do not do anything, you will never ever change anything in your life, right? And why people join is always one reason. They say it just felt right, and I ask them, why did it feel right? What do you mean by that? They say, it just felt right. I can't explain it. That's the main one. Second, they understand the process. They like that this is only for Muslims, that they get one-on-one help. That this business is halal, and it's pretty reasonable and realistic results that we're promising through our processes, right? Now, coming to the last thing, just ending it off. Like, you can do two things now. Number one, I will link a link in the description, kind of giving you my link to booking a one-on-one call with me. I would definitely recommend watching a couple of my videos and then booking in a call with me. Make sure that you have a big enough goal. It's not just, I want to buy a watch, or like go on a holiday, because it's not a big enough goal to like drive you and do the action steps. So if you have a big enough goal, like, charitable cause, changing your life if you're in deep pain at the moment in some way, helping your family, something like that. And second, you have 30 to 45 minutes a day for the next couple of weeks to put into this to get this started. And lastly, you have anywhere from 1,500 USD to 5,700 USD to put into this to guarantee 84K to 120,000 a year. So yeah, two options. First, you can book in a call with me. If you're still not ready, check out the rest of my videos and do Sakara if you want to, but make sure to take some sort of action, and definitely book in a call with me so we can have a chat. I could explain the process in much more detail, answer your questions. But inshallah, I'm looking forward to speaking to you regardless.